Hey folks, welcome to another video. Today I'm wearing the XREAL 1S, and these are the first glasses from XREAL that feature something very cool called Real 3D. And right now I'm going to cut to me setting up Real 3D to work with the game that I'm about to play, Grand Theft Auto Mission Pack Number 1, London 1969. Now this game is a 2D top-down game from 1999. And I am about to play it using XREAL glasses from 2026 in 3D. Now, why am I playing London 1969? Well, because I'm going to London soon, and I've never been to the UK. They drive differently than they do here in the United States. I'm going to try to drive, well, as correctly as possible. But I have to say, the 3D effect is pretty trippy. So right now, looking at the screen, this is a 2D game, and what you're seeing is obviously the 2D window still. But what I'm playing looks like a top-down 3D game. Like, I am looking at a car that has vertical depth, a character that has vertical depth, a telephone that has vertical depth. I'm gonna get back into our car, and again, I'm gonna try to stay on the correct side of the street here. It's still wild to me that they drive on the opposite side of the street from the way folks here in the United States do. I did not actually swerve. That was the game that swerved me into that lane. I guess I went too far. I'm going to go back this way. It looks like we want to go potentially this way. There we go. So we're going to grab this scooter, it looks like. Okay. So, oh, we've got police after us now. Alright.
There's a firearms section 0 in central Chelsea.
Alright, here we go. We're going to keep going this way. Clearly, bad driver. I'll learn how to back up here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not... I don't think I'm cut out to drive. Okay. Which is good that I'm taking a flight and then taking a train everywhere. So, now we have to go talk to this character over here. There's a cutscene.
Listen, right.
Oh, this cutscene is very cool too.
Who can do his stuff? I've heard you're a bit tasty. No messing around.
The cutscene is actually really impressive because you've got the animated character in the front, you've got the shopping window in the background, you've got the wall behind him as well, and you've got the building as well. That was really impressive for a game from 1999 that's intended to be in 2D, in real 3D, 2D to 3D conversion, directly on the glasses, no software involved, just what's programmed into the X1 chip on the XREAL 1S glasses. So we're going to exit the game and talk a little bit more about the glasses. So while we're exiting the game, just one more shout out. We scroll through the credits here, after Sam Hauser, Dan Hauser, the rest of the folks in the credits, get past this technical director, mission design, lead tester, artwork, but there it is, map design and sound director, Blair Renault. Now, of course, known as Anti-Cleric, the creator of Technolust, and the creator of the upcoming Lo-Fi, which is a game that's coming to both console on PlayStation 5, Steam, and playable on Steam Deck and virtual reality. They come in a box. It says the One on one side, XREAL on the top here, 1S on the other. Now I do want to mention that while they're called the 1S, and they've got this nice cobalt blue color, they're still using the original X1 chip inside. So I've already had a little bit of brand confusion with these. There's an upcoming chip called the X1S that's going to be used in the XREAL Project Aura with Google for the Android XR platform. These don't use that chip. These use the same chip that was in the XREAL 1 and XREAL 1 Pro. And the very surprising thing is, while they've got a 1200p resolution, slightly brighter screens, and built-in Real 3D as it ships, these actually cost less than the XREAL 1 did when they originally launched. Those launched at a retail price of $499. These are now available at a retail price of $449. So $50 less, slightly better specs. So you've got brighter screen, you've got 1200p versus 1080p, and you've got Real 3D built in. Do want to let you in on a secret though. Later this month, around the 26th of January, as long as there's no type of delays, the Real 3D option that gives you 4 different modes to step through to get 2D to 3D conversion on any source that these glasses are compatible with. So you can use them with the Switch or Switch 2 with the new XREAL Neo product, or a third-party solution to get you a image and audio from the Switch or Switch 2. You can use them with other consoles. You can use them with portable devices like the Asus ROG Ally or the Steam Deck. You can use them with your computer like I'm currently doing. You can use them with your phone. You can use them with the XREAL Beam Pro or other devices similar. I've used them with the in-air pod for that matter. But as of the 26th of January, or somewhere near there, the XREAL 1 and XREAL 1 Pro will get this feature that was originally exclusive to the XREAL 1S. So if you've already got a pair of the XREAL 1 or XREAL 1 Pro, which have the same built-in 3DOF mode, so I can tilt my head right now and the screen will stay fixed in front of me, or I can switch to follow mode by pressing just a quick button here. Now I've got follow mode and the screen follows where I'm going. Or I can switch to a side view mode, where now I've got a little screen in the corner. All of those options, plus electrochromic dimming, plus Real 3D, and actual support for both half side-by-side and full side-by-side 3D, are built in with several ultra-wide options as well. You've got all of that in a package that, like I said, starts out more affordable than the original XREAL 1. But the feature set stays the same across the XREAL 1 and XREAL 1 Pro if you've already got those. The difference being, these have a brighter screen and they have 1200p versus 1080p. And I have to say, I do prefer 1200p. That 16:10 ratio is what I use normally on my PC, and it just feels more comfortable. Having just that little bit more real estate at the top of the screen makes a huge difference to me. They do have birdbath optics, so one drawback is the bottom of the screen does have a little bit of shirt reflection when I'm in a brightly lit room, as I am currently. So I do have that at the bottom of the screen. There isn't any inner reflection. I know some folks have actually mentioned that the top of the screen, particularly when you're in 1200p, there's a bit of inner reflection as well, interior reflection from the display into the birdbath optics. I don't have that experience when I'm wearing the glasses, but I do want to mention that some folks have reported that with the XREAL 1S, where they don't have that experience with the original XREAL 1. I've considered the original XREAL 1 one of my go-to sets of glasses for the past couple of years at this point. The XREAL 1S being a mid-generation refresh, they've got all the tools of the original XREAL 1 plus a little bit more for a slightly cheaper price. The brighter screen and 1200p do put them a step above the XREAL 1, but if you've already got an XREAL 1 or XREAL 1 Pro, like I said, you're not missing that much. So I wouldn't necessarily run out to upgrade, but if you've never purchased a set of XREAL glasses in the past and you've been considering them, these are an awesome choice. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more content soon. I am legitimately traveling to London soon, so there's going to be a lot of kind of London and England and United Kingdom themed content coming in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.
Box came in a little crushed. The inside box was a little scuffed. Here are the glasses. They look alright, except from the front they look alright, but on the side they look huge. That doesn't look right. It looks like it's standing up too much. There are nose guards that can make it go closer or further away from your face. Let's look through the instruction book to see how we can swap these out. There's actually not a lot in here. There are images of what's included in the box, and images of the buttons on the glasses and their functions. I guess they just pulled out. I didn't want to break it. As you can see, they stick out a lot, and it kind of looks silly, to be honest. I think people would say, she doesn't know how to wear her glasses. I just want to mention this really fast, because it says this is adjustable. It is, but it's only one click, and it is very difficult. It feels like you're going to break the glasses. This is where it plugs in, and one end is slightly angled, so it's a very smooth line. This actually feels warm, and it kind of made me feel like I had a fever because my forehead was so warm, but you probably get used to it. Oh no, what happened? I was going through the tutorial on the glasses, and I was going through each button to see what option it is, because that's what it said. Press the menu button to go to the next function, and when I got to the volume buttons, it froze. And no matter what I did, hold down buttons, everything, nothing happened. It just froze and it wouldn't get out of that screen. I eventually did learn that if you unplug it and wait a couple of minutes and plug it back in, it does go away. Okay, well this is annoying. See how it says connected to external display? It also popped up as disconnected from external display, and then it connected to external display, and it kept going back and forth for a few minutes, and I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if it was because my battery was low, but it did eventually stop, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, so I really wanted these glasses to work. I think they have a lot of potential, and I like the fact that I was just able to plug and play through my phone, and I didn't have to think about any software or updating or anything like that. But they disconnected again, and this is what I see through the glasses. And it looks like one of those old-fashioned TVs from the 50s or whatever, where you don't get a channel and it's just gray lines going through. And this is what I see through the glasses. And that's not right. So I think unfortunately they're going to go back, and I hope they can improve, and maybe next time it'll be a better set of glasses.